Good evening, good evening, everybody. My name is Marquise Williams, and I would like to welcome you to the JMG Net Worth Super Sunday 4th year anniversary Freedom Call. We're super excited to have each and every one of you on the line with us this evening because tonight we're not only going to share with you some information that's going to change your life, but we're going to have somebody on the line that's going to give you some knowledge and wisdom as to how we got to this point and why the information that we share with you this evening is going to be so important to your life. See, a little bit about myself. I got started in this industry several years ago, and at the time I was a broke, busted, and disgusted college graduate. And like many of you on the line, I was always taught to go to school, to get good grades so that I could get a good job working for somebody else. So that's exactly what I did. I went to school. I got phenomenal grades. I actually graduated with honors at the top of my class from one of the most prestigious colleges in the United States, Morehouse College. But one thing I did not graduate with was a job. That totally frustrated me, but at the same time, it opened my eyes. And it helped me realize that I wasn't in control of my own destiny. So naturally, I started looking for ways to control my own destiny. Thought about real estate. Everybody was talking about real estate. But they didn't tell me you needed thousands of dollars to get started in real estate. So that was out. And then I thought about, well, I'm going to own my own business. I'll go to work for myself. But that took money, too, and I didn't quite, I fell for a few too many of those free T-shirt offers during my tenure in college, so my credit was messed up and I couldn't get a bank loan to start the business that I really didn't know which type of business that I wanted to start. And then somebody shared some information with me. Actually, the man you're going to hear from later on in this call shared some information with me, much like the information that I'm going to share with you this evening, and it completely changed my life. But it only changed my life because I decided to do two words. I took action. And because I took action, I now live a phenomenal lifestyle working from home. I live in the house that I want to live in. I drive the cars that I want to drive. But more importantly than anything materialistic, is the fact that I own my own time. I'm able to wake up in the morning and do whatever it is I want to do when I want to do it, and that is the greatest feeling in the world. And I'm not telling you this to say, woo, yay for Marquise. I'm telling you these things to let you know that God is no respecter of persons. So if he'll do it for me, a little snotty-nosed kid that grew up in South Minneapolis, then he can do it for each and every one of you. So as I go over this information, I want you to think about all the things that you might want to do in your life right now, but you're limited by time or limited by money, because JMG Net Worth can remove those limitations of time and money on your life and allow you to do the things that you really want to do. See, I got to be upfront. I want to let you know we're not here to sell you. We're not here to convince you. We're not talking about another job here. We're talking about the opportunity for you to have more time with family, more money to enjoy life, and complete financial and time freedom. Because when you think about it, these are the things that people aspire to have more of, but they can't find the means to obtain. And in the next few years, I want you to really think about, where do you see yourself? What do you want your life to actually look like? Now I want you to ask yourself, is what you're currently doing right now going to get you there? Because most people, if asked 5 years ago if they're going to be where they're at now, they wouldn't have said that they're going to be where they are today. 95% of the population works for someone else for 40 years or more, and they still never achieve their financial goals. In today's rapidly changing economy, honestly, most people are just trying to get by. But instead of getting by, we're going to show you how to create wealth, because everyone would like to make that extra income and have a better quality of life. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you what has everybody so excited on this 4th year anniversary of being debt-free and changing people's lives, and how you could break out of that 40-year plan and be a part of the solution that will allow you and your family to live the lifestyle that you deserve and that others can only dream about. That solution is a company called JMG Net Worth. JMG Net Worth is all about lifestyle transformation. We simply and plain, we want to help you change your life. We want to help you transform it. We launched back in 2008 as an innovative, cutting-edge marketing company committed to liberation through entrepreneurship. In 2012, we're still an innovative, cutting-edge marketing company committed to liberation through entrepreneurship. We believe in leading by education, support, and example to combine the power of financial education with the opportunity for financial and time freedom. A lot of times people think there's a secret to creating wealth, a secret to being successful. And there's really no secret. You just got to follow directions. You could be excited, you could be passionate, you could be a lot of things, but if you don't have the information, then you have nothing to apply that excitement and that passion and anything to. So we provide the information on how to create wealth as well as the vehicle to make it happen. Being a debt-free company with a tremendous track record of outstanding integrity, as well as an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, JMG Net Worth is committed and perfectly positioned to grow into $1 billion company. See, our philosophy is significantly different than other companies and opportunities because we believe the more successful each individual person is, each and every one of you on this call, the more successful we help you become, the more successful our company is overall. Leading that commitment is our president, CEO, and founder, Mr. Paul D. Jones. You're going to hear from Mr. Jones later on in the call, but it's important for you to understand that Mr. Jones has over 15 years of experience in this industry as a $1 million producer. So he's been where we're going. He's not just leading us blindly in hopes that we'll get there. If you were going to go to the gym and work out, I was talking with some buddies this weekend who do personal training, and I was at my homecoming, and we were talking about personal trainers that are heavy. You know, they're a little bit on the hefty side. You know, you're going to go to the big guy or big woman, or you're going to go to the person with the six-pack, the person whose arms are nice and cut up and have the look that you want. You know, see, you have to work with somebody who's been where you're going, who's connected to somebody who's been where you're going, not just praying and hoping that they're doing something that works. Mr. Jones has over 15 years experience. He's already been there. He's also the best-selling author of not one, but two incredible books entitled Who Told You You Were Broke? And the recently released Schedule for Success. You can find tons of PR information on Mr. Jones on the internet. He was on ABC. He was up in New York and doing all types of radio interviews, which can be found on our YouTube channel. You guys, this is the real deal. We are solid, we are connected, and we are helping people change their lives. There's nothing fly-by-night about our company. The flagship behind JMG Net Worth is a service we exclusively market called My Financial Worth, and is considered one of the best financial products ever created. My Financial Worth is an all-inclusive suite of financial tools that provide security, protection, and peace of mind. And we do it by simply focusing on 4 elements of wealth that will allow wealthy people to increase their net worth and improve their quality of life, even in a tough economy. See, My Financial Worth, you know, is allowed our company, despite the recession, to keep our company solid. You know, the economy, everybody talks about the economy going down. You know, they act like money is being burnt in a field somewhere, but JMG Net Worth is continuing to go up and up and up each and every month, you guys. You know, My Financial Worth includes benefits everybody needs, such as a debt payoff plan, where we show you how to pay off all your debt in up to 50% of the time or less, saving you thousands of dollars in interest. A daily budget tracker that uses the latest technology to allow you to always be current with your budget and gives you the convenience of updating it through your smartphone. Credit restoration and identity theft monitoring to help you remove negative items from your credit, improve your credit score, and make sure that you're always protected. We also provide a free tax advice hotline that includes a basic tax return at the end of every single year. What I want you to see is that what My Financial Worth makes us really is a recession-proof business. Because let's take a really, really short quiz here. I want you to think about something. Do you do your taxes or get your taxes done? I'm sure everybody is saying yes. But for those of you who are saying no, what happens if you don't do them? Well, you probably end up in jail with Wesley Snipes. Well, for whether you say yes or no, we all know that everybody has to do their taxes at this point. But the last question is, At what point will you stop doing your taxes? And the answer is when you die. See, as you can see, we're a recession-proof business. People are always going to have to use My Financial Worth. When you look at your credit, I was speaking to a partner of mine earlier. He was telling me that he was looking at his credit score and he was looking at the analysis, and it said he had, about a 550 credit score, and that the analysis said that his credit score is better than 67% of the nation. So at 550, which is not a great credit score, you're better than 60% of the nation. So do you think maybe somebody needs credit restoration and identity theft monitoring? And out of the people who are better, I guess that would be 33%, they need the monitoring to make sure that they keep their credit good. So as you can see, these are all things that are a necessity in life. And while thousands of dollars were spent to come up with the My Financial Worth system, we're able to give you access to all these benefits bundled together for only $29.95 a month, which is the best value in the industry. See, our school systems never taught classes on personal finance, managing our money, or understanding the importance of an excellent credit rating. Therefore, a majority of our society is financially illiterate. So today, you really have to take matters into your own hands. And My Financial Worth gives you the education you should have gotten years ago. See, it's important for you to understand that you aren't just buying another service here. You're not creating another bill. You're protecting your future. But even bigger than the part that you're protecting your future, more superficially, people always talk about they want to be wealthy, right? My mentor always says, he asks people from the front of the room, how many people want to be a millionaire? I can show you the work to become a millionaire. Would you be willing to do it? And everybody says they want to be a millionaire, but not everybody's willing to do the work. Everybody says they want the house and the cars that they see on TV, but not everybody's willing to do the work, because it does take work. But what My Financial Worth provides is not only does it pay for itself, but by actually using the service alone, it'll give you personal instructions to take your current situation, your current income, your current debt load, your current bills, and it'll give you personal instructions to become a debt-free cash millionaire. It won't happen overnight, but I'm telling you, it'll happen for most people. I've never seen anybody that has been over the 40 years that it takes to think and hope that you're going to retire from a traditional job. I'm telling you, there's no better system on the planet. Well, now, with such a relevant product, it was only natural to offer a life-changing opportunity. I mean, I was always taught to create wealth, you have to find a solution to a problem. And when we found the solution to all the problems that were going on in the world with My Financial Worth to be the solution, we said, you know what? There's also a problem of a lack of opportunity right now. So we decided to create an opportunity. And I mean, if you know, without a shadow of doubt, if you know that you and others are going to pay taxes, manage a daily budget, pay debt, and have a credit score anyway, wouldn't it just make sense to get paid from it? So you can become an affiliate and take advantage of JMG Network's simple, life-changing business model for only $149.95, which includes the first month of your My Financial Worth service, which is, again, $29.95 a month after that. Our proven two-step system makes it simple for average, everyday people from all walks of life to get involved and create an income that will literally change their life. Step one, we're going to help you find 3 people who are interested in changing their lives financially to work with us. How many people do you know right now looking for ways to make extra money? That's right, everybody. So finding 3 people with our help is really not going to be a problem at all. For each affiliate that you personally refer to our company, you'll be paid a one-time $25 referral bonus. Our goal is to help you complete step 1 in your first 7 days to qualify for double pay and earn a $150 bonus check in your first week. Step 2 is we're going to gather 5 My Financial Worth customers, starting with you. Now remember, My Financial Worth is something that everybody needs, uses, and wants. People are going to be looking for you to get this product. So since we understand everybody needs it, we're going to focus on helping your 3 people complete step 1 so that they can get their $150 bonus check as well. This way you can build a solid foundation and, more importantly, trigger your residual income by creating leverage. But that's all we do. It's that simple. You can get started on a part-time basis but earn a full-time income, because that's what JMG Net Worth is all about, creating leverage. That is how wealth is created. People who have attained wealth in life, like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates of Microsoft, the late Steve Jobs, the Google guys, the Facebook guys, they all created their wealth because they created leverage. And that's what JMG Net Worth is allowing average people like you and me the ability to do, create leverage. This leverage is what allows us in a very short period of time, with a reasonable amount of work and effort, because yes, it will take work, but with a reasonable amount of work and effort to dramatically change our financial situation without being born into privilege, without being born with a silver spoon in our mouth, without having millions of dollars or trading our time for money. What you have to understand is that wealth is when you can make money even when you don't work. See, at a job, you're the only person responsible for your income. So if something happens to you, something happens to your income. But by building a team of business partners, we're able to help you create leverage and residual income by using a system to help everybody achieve their goals and dreams. See, that's why residual income is the most powerful way that JMG Net Worth pays. For each My Financial Worth customer you refer, including yourself, JMG Net Worth will pay you a residual income every single month as long as these customers continue to use the service. And I don't know about you, but if people have a service that gives them savings on what they're already doing anyway, if they have a service that gives them personal instructions to become a debt-free cash millionaire, I don't think they're going to be canceling it very often. But not only do you get paid for using the service and referring other customers, but for each person that joins your organization, as they follow the same system, step 1 and step 2, you'll also earn a monthly commission for every My Financial Worth customer through 7 levels, whether you know them or not. Imagine getting paid off hundreds, even thousands of My Financial Worth customers. If all everybody did was step 1 and step 2 through 7 levels of referrals, that would be over $25,000 a month. Yes, I said it, $25,000 a month. And I'll be honest with you, when I first got out of college and I was sitting there, I was actually in a local meeting, and I heard this information. I came out of college expecting to make $50,000 a year, and you're telling me I can make this type of money a month? I thought they were going crazy. I thought somebody was going to jail. I'll just be honest with you. But then they told me even at a 20% success rate, even if you weren't all that good, even if you didn't completely follow the system, even at a 20% success rate, if all everybody did was complete step 1 and use the service themselves, that's still over $5,000 a month. Residual income coming month after month after month into the rapture. That's what got me excited, because I knew with a team of successful people helping me and a system that was already put in place for me to become successful, that I wasn't going to fail 80% of the time at anything I put my mind to. See, at $5,000 a month, you're still making more than 95% of the population. See, with this type of income, you can get yourself out of debt, move into a nicer home, buy a nicer vehicle, save more money for your retirement, create a college fund, or pay for your child's college outright. You can put money towards another hobby or another business that you're passionate about. You can give more money to your church or your favorite charity. I'm telling you, you can completely change your life. We have people on their way to making 6-figure yearly residual incomes because they simply share JMG Net Worth with people that they know. Yeah, I slipped. I said residual, but, you can make up words when you're having fun and making money. But you guys, I want you to see that this is serious. And building a team of customer gathering affiliates is fun and exciting, but it does take time and effort to build. But just think for a second, isn't it exciting that you could build something that might eventually replace your pension or 401k? JMG Net Worth also realizes it takes time. So as you're building your organization, you have the ability to promote yourself up to 3 leadership positions. And with each promotion, you get a pay raise. At a job, can you give yourself a pay raise? Is your pay raise greater than a quarter a lot of the times? Most of the time it's not. But by continuing to refer new affiliates, teaching them to do step 1 and step 2, and encouraging them to do the same, you'll climb up to the top of JMG Net Worth, and we're going to help you do it. And on the way, you're going to earn up to $100 in leadership bonuses for each and every marketing affiliate that joins your organization. These bonuses can add up to hundreds, even thousands of dollars each week. That is serious income potential. In addition to the already great pay plan, JMG Net Worth is committed to taking care of its top leadership. At the very first promotion, which is very simple to obtain, senior director, you're treated like royalty. You're able to qualify for corporate benefits, like an annual paid luxury trip for 2. See, the company's going on a luxury trip, a cruise to the Bahamas, 4 days, 3 nights in February. And we have a special promotion going on that you can qualify by November 16th. And actually, we're going to announce a secondary leadership promotion that the top leadership put together on top of the promotion, just to help more of you be able to go, because a lot of people have been joining the company lately, and we don't want them to miss out on the opportunity to hang out with the successful people and pick their brain and just enjoy to fellowship and enjoy the lifestyle of hanging out with their business partners. But we also have a $1,500 monthly salary to enhance the quality of your lifestyle. That's just extra money on top of what you're making, as well as luxury cars like Cadillac Escalades and Mercedes-Benz that can be earned along the way. All it takes to become a leader is desire and good work ethic. But now that you learn a little bit about the company, our product, and the great position we have to earn a substantial residual income, it's time to make a decision. I'm telling you, there's no better time to get involved with JMG Net Worth than right now. Upon enrollment, you'll receive a distributor ID number, which is like a tax ID number, a personal website to market your business, tracking software to track your business, as well as major tax advantages. Once you get started, you'll learn from our trainings not only how to be a successful JMG Net Worth affiliate, but you'll also learn how to pay off debt, better your credit, maximize your taxes, budget more effectively, and use successful business and financial principles to improve your life and finances so that you could be successful in anything that you do. See, if you work hard on your job or your business or whatever you have going on, you'll make a pretty good living. You might even make some money as well. But when you work hard on yourself to become a better you, that's when you'll make a fortune. And JMG Net Worth helps you to become a better you. We're talking about an opportunity for you to change your life and get paid on what you're already doing anyway for $149.95. I don't think it gets any better than this. Over 90% of our country is looking for ways to make additional income. And I believe that the 90% of our country looking for additional income can afford $149.95. And no 3 people who can afford $149.95. The $1 million question is, what's your financial future worth to you? Is it worth more than $149.95 or worth less? So again, I ask you, where do you want to be in the next few years? And is what you're currently doing right now going to get you there? Because I've just shown you or shared with you a business where you can write your own paycheck, where you can be your own boss and you can start making money today. You can build your business at the speed of your dreams. And with systems including this call that we do every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Systems like our websites, our 24-hour information lines, our local meetings, our online trainings that do 95% of the work for you. Industry experts are calling JMG Net Worth the simplest way to create wealth in the United States. We're helping average people get above average results, and we would love to help you to do the same thing. And I have somebody on the line with me this evening who's going to introduce our special guest. But before he does that, he's actually going to share some words of wisdom with you and share with you a special promotion that we put together just to make sure that we help you guys get on this cruise and enjoy. Especially if you're in Minnesota. I know you want to be in the Bahamas in February because it gets cold. But and he's going to share with you all that it takes to do it. It's very simple, you guys. But this isn't just some average person I'm introducing right now. This is somebody who had no prior experience in the home business industry and came in and blazed the trail in our company. He became the first of pretty much everything. He's the first to earn the Cadillac Escalade, the first to reach the top level of executive senior director. He is currently the number one income earner in our company. He's my close friend, my business partner. The list goes on, but most importantly, he's just a servant that loves to help people. Mr. William Lockett, are you on the line with us this evening?
Absolutely, Marquise. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, buddy. Glad you could join us.
Well, thank you for the wonderful, warm introduction, but I do have one correction there. I am an ordinary guy. The reason why I say that is because people will quickly discount themselves from striving or achieving the extraordinary by saying, well, that's easy for them to do, and discount themselves where I just made a decision. So you want me to drop some words of wisdom? Words of wisdom, get started. Just that simple. Get started. We're celebrating 4 years, and 4 years ago I saw this business opportunity for the first time, and I got excited about it because I saw it as a solution. I saw it as a way to be able to help other people to become empowered to changing their lives financially. I've been blessed to be in a position I am financially, and I'm thankful for it. I own a traditional business that God has blessed me with, a chemical dependency treatment program. So I'm no stranger to when it comes to helping people because that's my passion. And so I discovered one thing in life is that in order to be successful, you have to be willing to help somebody else. And that was one of the key things that I picked up off of right away when I first met Brother Paul Jones. And when I met him and felt his passion and made that connection spiritually, I said, I'm going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off because I recognized a key quality in this individual, and that was integrity. And I've been with this company ever since and truly thankful to be in the position I am with this company to be able to help somebody. I mean, it's one thing to have a passion to do something, but it's another thing to actually have a conduit, a vehicle in which to do it through. And so when it comes to my JMG business, I'm very serious about it because I know how real this opportunity is. And as a pioneer, sometimes you have to blaze a trail just to show others the path, to show others that it's possible. At church today and the other day when I was teaching Bible study, a word came to me, about the story of the man by the pool of Bethesda. And how often do people get so comfortable in their affliction, whether it be poverty, lack, just excuse making. Just like the man at the pool of Bethesda, he had been in his affliction for so long that it became, his way of defining himself and the way that others defined him. And how many of you, have wanted to change your lives for so long, but, because of the family background and the situation that, people look at you as always in lack, or you begin to see yourself in lack, and you begin to dumb down your goals and your dreams and your desires for yourself because you're looking at your temporary situation. Never make a permanent decision based upon temporary circumstances. Never determine your future based upon your current status. It can always change. But in order for something to change, you have to recognize, one, that there's a need for change, and two, when the opportunity comes along, to be able to act on it. Like Marquis said, take action. It's not enough to get the information without following up with the corresponding action. Faith without works is dead. And so I'm excited about, where we're at and where we're going with this company. And because of the desire and passion, of the leaders of this company. So first of all, I want to make it clear that this is a promotion separate from the promotion that the company is running. That this isn't by the company, but by the leaders, the SDs and ESDs. So I'm expecting all SDs and ESDs, to contribute because that's what we're about. We're about helping somebody to better themselves. And what better opportunity than to go on a company-wide trip open up to more individuals. And so we want to keep it simple within the mission of, what it is that we do, our two-step system. So 3-9-27, get you there. Fun in the Sun promotion, beginning tonight, 10/28 until 11/17. So that means that you have more than 2 weeks in order to qualify for this. And it's as simple as you get your 3, help your 3 get their 3, that's 9, then help the 9 get their 3. That's 3, 9, 27. And we want it to be in that form because that is the 2-step system that we have. Now, that's at the MA, or if you're currently SD, that means that you have to recreate a new system because we want it to be new people, so it's not a matter of reactivating some old people. So we'll be based upon those that come in starting tonight at 10:28 until 11:17 of 2012. And again, that's 3/9/27. So this includes, the overnight stay, the Sunday before the trip, before we take off in Miami, as well as the accommodations on the cruise ship, plus airfare for one individual. Again, that's airfare for one, but the accommodations will accommodate 2. So that means that if you wish to take somebody else with you, then they will be, or you will be responsible for their airfare. So again, this is the overnight in Miami, as well as the cruise ship, as well as airfare for one individual. Okay? So I want to be clear about that. Now, again, this is a promotion that we want to do because we want to make this inclusive. We want this to be fun. We want to pack the ship. You have to see yourself as having the ability to make this happen because that's where it begins at, is in your mind. If you make it difficult, it will be difficult. But if you make it simple as our 2-step system, you will have success with this. We open it up because we want to, take as many folks, on this trip with us because we want to have a blast. We want to have a ball, then come back from having fun in the sun, and then just blowing up this business, starting off the new year right, okay? Don't you deserve a vacation? Can't you see yourself on that ship? Can't you see yourself, living at a higher lifestyle? Don't allow your temporary situation to define you. This is your defining moment where you can redefine yourself and say, enough is enough. I'm ready to step in, get and receive my blessing, my increase. My life has changed forevermore. Now I have an opportunity, a vehicle in which I can create and change my future through. So the next individual that I have the pleasure of introducing truly needs no introduction. This individual has made millions in this industry, has even helped others to make millions in this industry, and is now truly on a mission to transform the lives of many families in this country. He just recently released his latest book called Schedule for Success. I can describe him as a godly man, a family man, a business owner, a millionaire, a billionaire in training. And most important, I call this man a friend. This is my friend and my brother, Brother Paulie Jones. And are you on the line, Brother Paulie?
Yes, sir, Brother Lockett. How are you tonight?
Man, I'm super fantastic. I have no complaints. And I just, want you to be able to share something with the people. And, this individual has truly been a mentor to me, and it's the reason why then I'm experiencing the level of success that I am, because I'm doing what you should be doing, which is just following the simple instructions. And with that, I'll sit back and I'll listen, and I'll turn it over to you, Brother Paulie.
Well, thank you, sir, and thank you as well, Marquise. I want to just give it up to these guys. A lot of you listening on a call, you don't understand that, these guys in the field, they make things work, and they even make it easier for us in the corporate office. So we truly appreciate them. So I just want to acknowledge Marquise for manning the call and doing it every week. He's an awesome leader. And I also want to give William Lockett a lot of credit. He's very humble, so a lot of you may hear him or see him, but he's very humble, but he lives an extraordinary lifestyle. And I think it is a great privilege that he, someone who is already successful in business, what a lot of people don't realize. So when you're talking to people about the business, I want you to realize that William Lockett, on his own was already financially successful and business successful as well as business savvy. But it's one thing that he caught and that I love about him. He knew that this business could bring true financial freedom for him to be able to go out and help others, and that's the important thing, helping others to gain the same style of life and opportunity. And that's where we see with JMG Net Worth, and when I think people like William Lockett, who is a part of this company, and there's many more like that as well. But, guys, I want to tell you, and kind of take you on the road of why I started the company years ago. We were on the end of a recession. We're seeing all this stuff. We worked and for years. I've seen folks in the mortgage industry. I've seen folks in the real estate industry. We were a marketing company in general, which meant that I did marketing for other small business owners, et cetera, throughout the industry, from the entertainment industry to regular traditional businesses, restaurants, to mortgage and real estate. What that means, and what I want the guests to understand, that means that I had great knowledge of what was going on with the economy. I was able to see people who had very well going businesses that just all of a sudden took a turn for the bad. And one thing that they've done is first thing they did was they cut their marketing budgets. And I knew that that's the first thing that you actually don't do. You have to keep your presence in the marketplace to allow people to know that you exist. But more importantly, I realized that people had high incomes. You saw as I'd worked with people who had corporate positions, did very well, and they had high incomes. And I realized that without that income, everything about their lifestyle would change dramatically. And I started studying more about economics because I said, I will not let this hawk destroy people whom I love and care about. And that's pretty much everybody. And once you understand how income goes away, and then people started losing homes and cars, et cetera, and you guys can look at the news and see the story. That's why I formed a company and named it Net Worth, because the truly wealthy individuals out here, they don't have a high income. When you guys think of those who are in high school or when you're getting ready to go from high school to college, you hear lines from even the student councils that say things like, do good in school so that you can get into one of the best colleges so that you can go and get a good job and make X amount of dollars. And they give you a number, but that number is they're telling you is this will be your income. Now, guys, you must understand that a lot of the incomes that people are saying today sound good, but we must also consider inflation is also growing. So therefore, everything about our company is to make sure that we are always relevant to the future. And what I mean by this is you will always in life have to pay taxes, as Mr. Marquise Williams explained to my financial work service earlier. You will always in life need to manage your debt. You will always in life need to not just pay on your debt, but you need to be out of debt. That is one of the key principles to becoming wealthy and having a net worth, is having a debt pay off plan for your interest-bearing debt. And on top of all of that, whether you all like it or not, whether we like it or agree with it, everyone has a credit score. That also means you need to monitor your credit. I want you guys to really think about this. There's a lot of opportunities out here that I see, and people are excited about this and excited about that. And I look at all and I say, but it's one thing we all have in common. We all have a credit score. And due to the fact that we all have a credit score and the advancement of your future when it comes to leveraging yourself to get a car, to get a home loan, to get school loans, etc., it is all based on that credit score. So therefore, you want to make sure that you're not only monitoring that credit score, you want to also be able to be in a position to dispute things that are not accurate on your report so that your score goes the highest. Now, that means when you are in JMG Net Worth, that means you pay less in interest. You pay less on your debt because you're hitting the principal. Your taxes are done right, and because you are a business owner, you understand how to benefit from taxes in the home business industry as well. What all that means is you are in a win-win position. Now, as we talk about life even more, and Marquise went over this as well, separate from our normal compensation plan, we added a $1,500 lifestyle bonus. Now, guys, I want you to understand, those who qualify for the lifestyle bonus also have surpassed a position to get a vacation. The reason we have these, because I want everyone to understand that they're not just something as a sales pitch to say, hey, get involved in our company. We believe in life, and life should be fun, it should be profitable, and it should be exciting. Everyone should have a good lifestyle and be happy. We are a company of individuals who go out and enjoy life. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to bring a quality of life into the average American home. So when you talk to a person about JMG Net Worth, and for you guests who are considering to come involved with this great company that we have, what you are considering is putting fun back into your life, putting excitement back into your life, as well as having profits back into your bank accounts. See, that's the core point that we need in life right now. And JMG Net Worth is that company. So now think about it. You're getting a vacation every year, paid for by the company because you did basic work that you were going to do anyway. You get a lifestyle bonus, which says, you know what, here's some extra money. That's separate from the normal compensation plan. You get that extra every month. You know what? Because we don't want people to have to go out and get the part-time job and do all the other stuff. So we pay you that money as well, and you're already making a full-time salary if you're doing it right. And on top of that, we don't want you to go out and get into debt to go buy a nicer car. So therefore, we say, you know what we'll do? We'll give you the car. You do the work. JMG Net Worth will give you a brand new Cadillac Escalade. Now, if you really think about this, you have all this stuff, and some would take the $1,500 lifestyle bonus and add it to their mortgage payment. So now it's as if they don't even pay a mortgage or half of their mortgage is paid. I want you guys to think about the significance of our company and the plan it is. And for those who really go to the level and go all the way, like a Mr. William Lockett, who's knocking on the door of this position, you also get to the position of an ambassador. That means you are truly a partner in the company. You share in the revenues of the entire company. So therefore, you're getting paid when everything moves in the company because we want to show appreciation. And on top of that, the company then hands you the keys to a brand new leased, and I'll let people know it's leased on the company's behalf, Mercedes-Benz, the S600, the V12, the big one, or the V10 if you want the S55. So whichever one, that's what you get because it's about luxury, it's about lifestyle, and it's about enjoyment. Guys, I am happy that we are here because a lot of times, when you start something, you hear people say they start a business and after a year those companies go away. And when we started JMG Net Worth, we had one common goal, and that was to succeed. We had a goal that we were going to build this baby to be $1 billion company, and we are in line for that. We set our sights on where we would be. I mandated, and I said we will always maintain to be a debt-free company. And if anyone understands business, that's the only thing that you want to concern yourself with, and that's why I always throw that out to people. And sometimes I'm actually saying, hey, do you understand business? Because when it's a debt-free company, that means the company will always be around. So therefore, you don't have to worry about the things that you will have to worry about in other companies because they have debt loads. And if the debt kind of overtakes them, then that's what takes companies down, and you hear about companies going out of business. I understand business enough to keep us debt-free, to keep us free-floating, so that regardless of what happens, we survive and we keep prevailing and keeping people financially free. That is my goal. That is my commitment to you, the individual representatives, because I understand that a lot of you will be using this money for your kids' college funds. A lot of you will be using this money to retire off of. Therefore, my commitment is to make sure that when you leave that job and retire, you truly can retire and not have to worry about anything going wrong. We understand our core values, we have our principles in order, and we care about the success of people, and that is why we formed this company and built it around you, the individual, having a net worth. We want to see you succeed. So we are 4 years old today, and I am just as proud as can be at the success we've had. To see William Lockett in that Escalade, to see the growth that he has had. Some of the other reps that Newman Thomas has come in, over the year, to see how he's grown in the business. David Hurst, who's growing in the business. Chow Lei, you guys see him on the Saturday conference calls, or the Saturday trainings, when you're online. The guy is a fireball. I'm predicting now that he'll be one of the biggest reps, not only in JMG Net Worth, but in the entire home business industry, because he has a passion that is second to none. And you guys hear Mr. Marquise Williams, who's building this business also, who helps keep things in order. We'll call him the Minister of Technology, because he keeps our Facebook site going. He keeps the YouTube videos up for us. He does that on his own time and on his own dime. So we truly appreciate him. Guys, what I'm telling you by mentioning these guys is that we have great leadership in the field, and these gentlemen will not lead you wrong. All you have to do is grab hold to them and let them speak to your people for you. I'm here. I'm present. If you're in the Twin Cities, I want to encourage you all to come shake my hand and meet me personally, as well as William Lockett and Chow Lei and Newman Thomas and David Hurst and some of the other local leaders and Antonio Lockett. These guys are really building this business to another level. And this Tuesday at 6:30 at the Crown Plaza, we're going to have dinner. Dinner is on me. Come out, be there on time, because we are a prompt professional company, and that's the way we shall always be. Dinner will be served at 6:30 promptly. We'll go to 7:30, and at 7:30, then we'll be doing a presentation. So all you individual, your reps, bring your guests out, bring everyone out. We want to have that be one of our biggest meetings, ever. I mean, even bigger than the launch meeting that we had, and there were several, 100 people at that launch meeting. So we will be building this. Now, just to add on to what William and Marquise have put together about you guys being on the cruise, I want you guys to be on this cruise. And you know what? 3 people who show 3 people who show 3 people, that is such a simple system. And you know what? Some of you may not be able to normally afford a vacation or a cruise, and we're going to have a good time on this cruise going over to the Bahamas and Key West and all these places that the ship will dock. We're going to have a good time, because I personally like to have a good time anyway. And if you guys who are close to Mr. William Lockett, I can contest, he also likes to have a good time. So you will have a good time on this boat. So go out and build it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to also, for all you reps out there, for some who say, you know what, I need to go get a few new people, then great. We're going to have double pay on Fast Start 1 from now to through this Friday. So I don't want anyone to sit on the fence. I want everyone to get going, because I know that procrastination is what destroys what could be. You don't want your potential destroyed. Guys, I'm telling you, you'll thank me later. But if you make a commitment to go out, not only get yourself this vacation, but build your business for you and your family. Build your business for your future. You will be happy. You will be thankful. As we grow across the country and we start traveling around and we're speaking to your people for you on your behalf, all we're doing is being freedom fighters for you. I want you to just make a declare right now that you'll never stress again in life. And for those who are saying, you know what, $150 is steep for me. Guys, I want you to realize what $150 is not. $150 is not worth you missing out on a great future that you can have. So therefore, you have to do what you have to do to make sure that you say, you know what, I'm not going to miss out anymore. People are not going to drive nicer cars without me being able to at least have the potential to do that. People won't have better homes than me. No one is better than you. And I always teach this, guys. God is no respecter of persons. That means, yes, people may talk about my success and other leaders in the company's success in the business. But you got to realize that we, too, understand that we are no better than you. We are gentlemen and women in a company who are standing there with our hands out saying, come on, we'll help you. So now that you have Fast Start 1, so some of you who have been sitting there, that means instead of $25 for every individual that you bring in, that's $50 for every person that you bring into the business. So now if you bring in, 10 people, that's $500 right there. But I'm going to encourage you to help your three so that you can not only build it and receive a nice paycheck, but you'll also be receiving a paid vacation through what William and the rest of the leaders in the company are doing. And I commend them on doing that because that is really a selfless act. They are being very unselfish, by doing that. And some of you may not understand it, but they are really going into their pockets to say, hey, I'm going to pay it forward. Instead of pay it just to me, I'm going to pay it forward. And, guys, I'm going to tell you this. I believe that from now to the end of November, we'll have the biggest month of our company's history. And also mark this day, December 8th. We have a day called Wealth Day, and there'll be people who are coming in from all over the country who will be speakers at this event called Wealth Day that we're putting on. I'm going to make sure that you guys know everything about creating wealth that schools will not teach you. I'm promising you that. That is my commitment and my dedication to every JMG Net Worth individual representative. So, guys, I'm going to turn you loose. Take this double pay promotion. Take the promotion for the cruise trip that William announced. Go get to work right now and really set yourself and your family apart from being normal after tonight. Go and do above average things because you were never created just to be average, because you are more than average. Guys, I thank you for all you reps that are been in the business who are building. I just want to take this time to thank you because being in business for the last 4 years, it means a lot to myself as well as my family and my kids. We thank you so much for believing in JMG Net Worth. You may not understand, when you start something and then you step out and you see it still going, and, all I want to do, if I could give all of you a big hug, and I will this Tuesday as well, but there's many of you, even Harold down in Texas. You may think I don't notice you, but I see you, Harold. Keep working, keep building. I just want to thank all of you guys who are out there building. You mean the world to me. We are a team. We are a family. We're going to be there, and I want to come to your city and help you build your organization, as well as I know Mr. William Lockett wants to do the same thing. So, guys, you put the people in front of us. We don't mind talking to them. We know we have a perfect system for them. That's the perfect business, and we will always be relevant by our simple core values of what we have in our business. Taxes, we'll always have to pay them. Credit, we all have a credit score, and we all have to have one. And every day we have a daily budget, and we have to eliminate our debt. That means every day is about JMG Net Worth and everyone's lives. Now it's time for you to go and profit from that. Remember, life is to be fun, profitable, and exciting. I thank you all for letting us be here, for being a part of my vision, and now I want to be a part of your vision and help you achieve your personal dream and goals. Through JMG Net Worth, I know we'll do it. God bless. Thank you, guys. I'll see you all at the top. Good night.